I'm David Bitton. I'm Vice President of AI and Product Strategy. So I come from a big technology background in media and entertainment, so everything related to visual effects, 3D animation, gaming. When I had to do the jump into AI, my first reaction when I start talking with scientists and all that is, I need to understand that. So I start learning, and I say, the best way for me to understand and drive product is to see what are the workflows. My approach is trying to understand the workflows, right? The best I can, so I can adapt the technology to it or find new technology to solve issues. I think in the AI world is a little bit the same. Most complicated when you come from a different background, but understanding all those training workflow, how the data will flow, how the compute needs to be done, etc., helps me look more for a different type of product, all the evolution, all the trends, and how to be a little bit ahead of the game. When data centers and compute will actually be able to adapt, I think with inferencing, we're going to see a little bit more of a difference, and it's already started with what NVIDIA has released, like disaggregating this hardware, right, for different type of parts. If you go into the pre-fill phase where you do your time to first token and then the decoding part, people are looking into, okay, we might need different hardware here, different hardware here. So segmenting now your compute get more profitable, right, and faster as well. That will be one. I think also adapting the data center in the way that is purpose built for supporting all those power drawn and cooling needs that it has. All that is potentially to get easy access to AI for people, but today is a very costly process. I think very soon everybody will have to look at sustainability in AI. And that needs to be tackled at every step of the process, from the data center choice to the full optimization of the codes. We focus on two of the bottom stacks, so on the data center design and cooling and all that, and the compute and network, right? We are exploring different avenues into the cooling side. We've been leaders into immersion cooling for the past 6 years in HPC. And we're trying to see what can we bring right now into AI, bring all that knowledge to reduce power consumption, reduce the water usage, right, and be way more efficient in the compute side, while we're hosting into a more sustainable environment data center. I was very glad when I heard about us acquiring 5C DC. I think for many reasons. First, we know them very well. We work as partners in the past. Sometimes we say it's about friendship, sometimes we say it's about pure business, but I think the compatibility of all that and sharing the same culture, that's the best. Basically, when we start into this AI adventure cluster, I spend a lot of my time scouting for power. And when I found power is how can I work with this data center, right, to adapt to the need of AI? I realized very quickly people were saying, yes, we do have power. And I said, okay, can I roll my racks in? Oh, no, in 12 months, I need to retrofit all that. So that was a moment where I realized that basically all those data centers were there since a long time. Some of them have capacity, but they weren't ready to welcome what was coming with AI. So it wasn't the perfect fit. And for us to adapt to the speed that we had to delivery, 5C was really the perfect partner. They have 4 huge sites with a lot of capacity, but also they understand that flexibility. And right now we can actually start from the beginning and design with them the future of those more sustainable AI factory, like we would like to call. So I was very happy on that acquisition.